Hey everyone. All right, so it is July. Actually, it's August already. All right, so it's
3, 2, 1.
It's August 2018 right now. Summer, no snow out there, nothing, right? So this video is on the Burton Step On 2019. So we want to talk about them. I don't have them. So I was waiting around to see when they were going to come out, right? And here is my summer trading board. The Gilson and the Arbor and the Signal are all boarded up. This is what I'm using as my training board right now during the summer, just to mess around with and keep the muscles, because it's all muscle memory when it comes to snowboarding. Practice, 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 right? So back to the Burton Step On 2019 versions that are coming out, right? So I've been watching and waiting and checking, when can I order these, right? Because I know they sold out quick last year, right? So I live close to the house in Minnesota, so I went there to talk to the Burton rep, and he is an awesome guy. In his name now, God, I can't remember what his name is. I apologize for that. It'll come to me. So I went and talked to him, and he's like, yeah, and I have a size 13 Burton, right? So first question people have been asking me is, how do they fit compared to shoes? I wear a size 12 in a shoe, and I wear a size 13 in a Burton boot. Go talk to a Burton rep, try on a Burton boot, I believe is the best way, and then pre-order your Burton Step On 2019 bindings and boots, right? So there's 3 boots this year. There is the ruler, right, which is the cheapest one, the Photon, which is the next step up, and then the Ion. And I believe the Ion is like, so I believe the ruler is like 300, the Photon is 500, and the ruler is like 640, or sorry, the Ion's like 649, right? Double check the prices. I don't know, right? I just wanted the Photon because I like the dual crank system, even though it only does have one cord that goes all the way through. So I'm going to have to see how that works out on the Photon, right? The Burton Step On binding, I believe hasn't changed. They modified it. I talked to the guys there. They said, you know, if you're in powder, it's probably not going to be the best system for you to ride in, because of course you got to push that down, and if you're standing on powder, it's hard to push down anyways. So I'm keeping my old freestyle Burton bindings in it. If I go out west, then I'll probably switch it back into them. I'm interested to see how the step-ons do in the park this year. I want to get more aggressive on rails, get over my fear of falling and whatnot, and just take it slowly, step by step, just doing 50-50s on. But I was able to pre-order my Burton Step On 2019s through the house, right? And so they put a charge onto my credit card for it, and once they come in, they're reserved for me. They're not going to come in till October 1st, they said. Last year they got 20 sets of boots and bindings, and they sold out immediately. This year they're getting 60 sets. I don't know, you know, if they'll sell through them fast, because it is, I mean, you're talking about, you can get a regular boot and binding set up for 300, and you're talking almost 500 for the step-ons. But I like the technology because I did see a YouTube video out there on how you can create a hack where you don't have to reach down as far. You only have to reach to the back of the binding to pull it. That would be a cool update if they did change the binding so that you're only reaching, you don't have to reach all the way down to the board, even though we shouldn't be complaining at all, right? Because literally being able to you know, get out with just a little lever and step back in without having to crank down every time is going to be amazing. The other advice they gave me is that since you don't have straps, they said, so they're going, the front of the boot right, is going to get softer throughout the season. Now, these are pretty stiff, right? And I had no problem with the Burton. I love my Burton boots. You know, I wanted to try different boards. That's why I've gone with the Gilson. And they said this front part will get soft as you're bending more because you don't have any straps over it, right? It's strapless. So with the Burton Step On 2019, I will review them as I'm riding. I've also seen a lot of good reviews about it. Some people say there's a little pinch in the right here, which will be interesting because the video I saw from Border Archives, right, he has a size 9, I have a size 13, so I might get a pinch further back. I may not have a pinch at all. Of course, I will do videos more on the Burton 2019s once I get them. You know, start before the snow even hits by just dry riding, maybe tramp riding on the kids' trampoline in the backyard, whatnot, and filming that. But yeah, we're gonna get some practice in before the snow hits on this year. But I want to see how they go throughout the season. I've seen a lot of reviews on them of people who tried them, but I haven't seen a lot of people do updated reviews, right? Unboxings and everything like that. I want to hear how they work throughout a season. Do they get softer? Do they have problems with snow behind that cleat? Now, I've been snowboarding for years, right? I started when I was young. I know to clean out my bindings, you know, so to me it's unconscious. I just clean out, I brush it out anyway, so it's never going to be a problem. Plus, I'm in Minnesota where powder is like one day and then beat down and packed down. So it's not like out west. So a powder rider may not consider these, or may. They'd have to test them out for themselves and find out, because that's the best way. But if you're looking to buy the Burton Step On 2019s, find a board shop that has them coming in. October 1st is the delivery date, I believe, for all of them. Maybe they'll come in early. I'll update you if mine come in early. But pre-order them through there. I don't see them on the Burton website. So that's why I went there and they said, yeah, $700. And I said, okay, and here's card, and yep, and we'll have, wow, yeah. So that's what I put out there I want them. I want to see what they're like, and I'm excited to be able to, as you know from this channel, I ride in my backyard. So that's unbuckling and buckling a lot, because I'm hiking every part of it. And I love riding in the backyard because it gives you an opportunity to, one, not have people watching you besides your neighbors. Two, you're not going to get hit by anyone or anything like that. And that's why we built PVC rails and stuff like that. I was going to build a summer thing, but it's just been 90 degrees here and humid. So building AstroTurf, I might do it later this year if I get more time, but I've been super busy with my full-time job. So anyways, that is our update for the summer right now. We'll probably do some videos here shortly on riding with this is like a 141 that I'm using as a training board. I would like to get one of those training boards where you don't have to put your boots in, you just wear socks with it. But how much are you going to spend on snowboarding? You know, if you have unlimited funds, go for it. But I looked at those and I believe that's like $300 just for that, when I would sunk the $700 already into bindings. And I have 3 boards and 2 sets of bindings. Yeah, so I have a lot of stuff. But I love snowboarding. I want to help you guys get exactly what works best for you by giving my feedback and everything like that. All right, so stay tuned for more videos on the Burton Step On 2019s.